I'm back. Okay, let's talk about Married to Medicine. Shit. Girl, y'all are a trip. Y'all don't even realize it. Y'all don't even realize it. Girl, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. Let the divas know you stopped by. This is Married to Medicine LA, Season 2, Episode 8. We talking about Imani's divorce, right? And we come back with stop from where we left off. And they're talking about, you know, I'm going through this divorce. Are you okay? Shanique seems like she's very, like, trying to get Imani to talk. Is it something that we can do? And what happened? He made me feel safe. He helped raise my son, but we grew apart. That's it. And that's how things go. She said that she hasn't had sex in 5 years. With him, I should say. Because I think, I'm sorry, a lady has needs, okay? And if you haven't had sex in 5 years with your husband, I hope that you found some penis or vagina or something somewhere else. I really do. Because unless she's just fine with it. But like I said last week, that's part of the deal, is the dick. That's the least that can do. But she said there was no passion there. And then he said something about growing to love her. He thought that he could grow to love her. And maybe he was with her just to help her raise her son. But right now, at his age, when I'm looking at him, was he 11, 12? That is the time that usually that energy is supposed to present itself in a young boy's life. Right in that sweet spot. 11 and 12, right there. Right there. So hopefully he does not grow apart from the boy. Hopefully he doesn't. Let's just hope. Jazmin looked like she was over there quiet, like on the side quiet. She gave Imani this fake ass hug. I don't like Jazmin. I don't like her. So they go outside. Jazmin and Shanique leave, and they're like, yeah, we just got to get her to open up. Shanique seemed more sincere than Jazmin, but I'm not sure that if that's just an act as well. I feel like I don't know. So the next day, everybody's talking about it, kind of talking about the divorce and things like that. And Shanique's husband was like, well, that's his dad. I mean, that's who raised him. He's raised him, you know. And so everybody's thinking about their, you know, relationship. And, you know, I want to come home and make sure my shit is together because, you know, things happen. So Idris and Imani have this Imani have this conversation, and he says, I didn't know that the family meeting was about to be about divorce. And she, you know, tells him if he needs anything, if he's feeling, you know, when you break up with somebody, the feeling, you know, the stages of grief and the things that you go through. And so she just extends her, letting him know if, you know, if you are feeling anything. If you're feeling any of these things, please come and talk to me. And I love that he turned around and was like, are you okay? I thought that was adorable. And then I even thought it was so funny. Like I tell you, I relate to that because my sons are the same age. And he was like, so can I stay up late and play PS4? Can I get, no. No, don't try it. Maybe they will try to negotiate with you. Do y'all kids be negotiating with y'all? It's good though, because that's a good character trait to have, to be able to negotiate. I mean, it's good. And they start really young doing that, right? I've always given my sons choices in things like picking out clothes and stuff like that. So they learn the art of negotiation quick, because when you give people a choice, then they're gonna be like, well, can you do what works for me? You understand what I'm saying? So it's really cute. I thought that was really cute. So she says, yeah, he's going to have to put in effort to maintain the relationship with the boy. And that's true. Idris, okay, Mac and Britton, they talked about the granny panties. That was funny. She was getting ready. They were just having their like light conversation, and how, you know, things can happen in marriages. You just never know. So they get ready to go to Palm Springs, and Imani says that each one of them has to have an activity. And Britain comes knocking on the door, and she says, "It's the police." And she looked like, they said she looked like Carmen Sandiego. She had on that red fedora, a red scarf, and this long trench, like blue. I don't know what that was. I don't know what label that was, but it was funny. And then Shanique had on this little short shirt dress. That's why I thought, I was like, girl, don't you got to change? But honey, that's what she was wearing. Kendra said this was her first time away in a long time. And yeah, so she's happy to get away. So they in the car, right? They're in the party bus or whatever, driving, and then the edible kicks in. I think it was an edible the edible kicked in, and Britain started getting paranoid, which is so fucking funny. And then it was also funny when they were like, "I'm hungry," because you really get hungry off of edibles. You really get the munchies. That was funny that she was getting paranoid. She was like, "I need to take some charcoal to get this out of some activated charcoal to get this out of me." Girl, just let it just ride the wave, girl. Just ride the cloud, girl. Just ride it, okay? They get out. Imani drives herself, which, she is using this vacation to get away, to cleanse, so she's using the vacation. So she doesn't want to be on the party bus. And just like her mom said, she was like, girl, yes, they're married women, so they're getting away, so they're going to behave a little different. And you are in the process of getting a divorce, so you're like, I need this time to relax. So it's a different energy. So she wants to drive herself, and I think that's cool. Jazmin is counting calories of the drinks. I'm like, girl, it is not, I mean, whatever. I guess we're going to support her eating disorder and call it healthy, because don't nobody reading stuff like that. Just drink, have a drink. Look at Imani's body, honey. Yes, you gonna wish, Jazmin, that you were at 44 years old looking like that. I wish I'm gonna look like that when I'm an old lady. I didn't like that. I thought, I know it was a joke, but girl, how old are you? Because I thought you was 40. Bitch, because I thought you was 44, to be honest. I thought you was in that same group. I didn't know you was younger, girl. I didn't know. So Nabil, so they have a cowboy chef. I was like, oh, he's cute. Did he have an accent? I couldn't hear it. Anyways, so the room selection. So they go and they pick their rooms. Nabil comes. He's a shaman. I just don't like how black people treat metaphysical things. Some black people treat metaphysical ideologies, and they're not even metaphysical ideologies. It's really your fucking roots. If we really want, because we can have another conversation about that, and how everything that you taught was evil is really where you come from, and that's what you really need to access to get up out of this fucking matrix. But that's another story for another day. I just don't like how people disrespect other people's things like that, and think it's funny to say things like that. They playing with spirits and all this other stuff. I don't know. I just wrote disrespect culture, whatever. So they do an energy clearing. The shaman is there. Like, they say things like hocus pocus and stuff like that, whatever. So Imani goes, yes, I'm all cleansed and everything. He does some cleansing, looks like a little Reiki or whatever, does some energy work. He calls Shanique over there. I'm glad that she was respectful and not acting super silly or whatever, but it was cute how they panned over to Kendra over, it was like Shanique's hand was like that, and you could see Kendra through the camera shot. It was cute how they shot it. But after Imani was done, she was like, Phil who? What song did he sing? I was like, yes, clear that shit, girl. So Imani said she has some goals, and then they were like, what, in regard to a man? And she was like, no, just some personal goals that I have. So, and then they started asking her about the relationship, and that's where he said he had to grow to love her. Come on, pit bulls. They had to grow to love her. And Britain was mad about that. She was like, because that's some a-hole shit. And like, it is. Like, who says that? But I mean, if you're asking somebody to be honest, then I mean, what do you expect? I mean, you ask people to be honest, you may not like what they gonna say, and that's just what it is. So she said she was passionate, but it wasn't being reciprocated. Hello, what's that? That's a common theme, right? But a lot of people in marriages, they They realize, yeah, my energy is not being reciprocated. The effort is not being put there. So this is not a mutually beneficial relationship. So it's benefiting you. It's not benefiting me. I need to go where I can get what I give. Hello? Okay. I need to go where I can get what I give. So they're talking to Britton about, they're eating, and they're talking to Britton about, her relationship with Mac and how to get back into the swing of things. And she says, I want to feel needed and wanted. So clearly she's not getting that from her husband. She feels like she can get it from her children. And she says it's unconditional love. And I try to tell people that there's no such thing as unconditional love. Your child loves you because he or she depends on you for their survival. Period. You're gonna love a person. Yes, they love you. Yes. But that unconditional love, because if you wasn't taking care of them, even though there are some people who really hold on to this idea that no matter how disrespectful their mother is, they must respect her, or they must like her, or they must put up with her. And it's unfortunate for a lot of people, because that's another relationship that if you're not getting it, then why are you still here? But I attribute that to, it's like a dog. Like, dogs aren't unconditional. Don't feed a dog, see what he do to you. Don't feed a dog, okay? That's how I feel. That's my opinion on it. They love you because they depend on you for their survival. So when you feel needed and wanted, that's a child needing to live and to survive. So that energy of feeling needed and wanted is not real. That's not reality. And that is not something that you should expect or take from a child. And that expectation, that's like, it's not fair for a kid to be put in that position. That's not the role of a child, to make you feel needed and wanted. That's your partner. I mean, that's your partner. Anyways, kids in the bed, and then just like Imani said, kids thrive in boundary. You got to show kids structure. You got to have some boundary, some structure, some discipline, some consequences, all of that, love and all of that too. But like she said, kids thrive in structure. A lot of people don't understand that, especially when you come from households where people are very, very strict, or children are not allowed to be children. You tend to say, oh, well, I'll just let them do whatever. And no, you still need structure. You still need some structure. So, but you need some alone time with Mac, is what they were saying. And I agree. Jazmin is, of course, having sexy night, because what else would she pick? That's when Jazmin says she hopes she looks like that when she's an old lady, when what's her name walks through. Did I not say that Jazmin creates conflict with people, that she feels that there's something about them that she doesn't see in herself, and she doesn't understand why that type of person who does not look like her gets the attention that she is used to getting? So why would you, make a comment about, I know everybody, Erica, she was just joking. No, she wasn't. It was delivered as a joke, but it wasn't a joke. Okay. And was that fun shade? I'm sorry. That's the new thing. Fun shade. So I guess that was fun shade. So I'll leave it alone. They give her a dildo, and it was so funny. I think it was Lia was like, what'd she say? It's just going to be wiggling the whole time. Bitch, when she said that, I holler. It's just gonna be wiggling the whole time, because it was on the table doing this thing. It didn't even hold its suction, girl. Anyway, Jazmin re-gifts a candle to Lia. I told you Jazmin ain't shit. I keep trying to tell y'all, I don't like the girl. So I don't like her. I don't like her personality. I don't know her. I don't like the personality that she demonstrates on my television or on my mobile device screen. I don't. So what I see, based on that, I just don't like it. I don't like what I see. I know they cut it up. I don't know if that's I don't know. They say they cut stuff up to make people look a certain way, but some people don't see what I see when I look at Jazmin. So exactly, we looking at two different things. I got two of these, you got two of these. I'm looking through these with my life experience, beliefs, choices, opinions, and you looking at it too. So you may not see the same thing. That's how it goes. Okay. I don't get the air horn thing. That shit was fucked up, Imani. Like, why would you give, like, to me, I feel I'm just the type of person who likes to give gifts to people that mean something, one, and two, that they can keep forever. I don't like things that can be thrown away, or, like, I like personalized things, books, things that are going to mean something, pictures, framed picture. I like stuff that somebody is going to keep, jewelry, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I thought like the air horn, the candles are good gifts, but not one of them candles where all the carbon is, collecting at the top of the wick, a cheap ass candle. You know what I'm saying? Spend some little money. You got all this dough, bitch. You gonna regift her some candle? Like, I thought that was whack as hell. I thought the air horn was whack. That's why I said these friendships, I don't know what's going on, but they don't seem like, it's like whatever to me. It's whatever. I didn't like the regifting, and I didn't like that scene that they showed. She was like, she just threw it. Like, that's the energy. That's the energy that she's giving to Lia. And Lia has already clocked Jazmin, so that's whatever. So they talked about the stripper being whack, and he was whack. He was up there doing his moves from his hip-hop dance class at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays down at the YMCA. Do they still have YMCAs? They ain't been caught in no scandals or anything. They really good down there, huh? But yeah, so he was a whack. He was whack. The stripper was whack. So that's when Imani tells us that she hasn't had sex in 5 years with her husband. I'll keep putting that on there because, baby, we don't know. Because that girl, she could be getting her back blown the fuck out. And we just don't know because she's very private. The diva's private. She's a private diva. And so I thought it was a good question for somebody to say, how did you deal with that so long as a psychiatrist? Like somebody in like, and I think oftentimes and I did that to Imani at the beginning. I attributed her behavior to her being a psychiatrist, but no, and I completely, looked over or overlooked, her being sad and emotional, you know what I mean? And I that was, I prejudged, I guess you could say. And I thought it was a good question. Like, as a psychiatrist, how did you stay in a relationship that was not fulfilling to you? On that level, how did you stay for so long? Safety and stability. You know how many women out here is staying for safety and stability? That is how it's modeled. That's how it's modeled. Marriage and partnership, it's modeled for that, right? And that's what she wanted from him, but she didn't get the love and the passion. When they always say, what's the saying? The first marriage is for love, the second marriage is for money, business. So now she did it the other way. She did it for safety and stability. Now she wants the passion, and hopefully she finds it. But she was like, no, it's like no dick, no affection. And then she was like, I told him, if you could just come home and hug me, girl, you better hug somebody else's dick, okay? Because Phil is doing his thing. And honey, Phil probably got him a girlfriend and everything. Phil probably got a baby on the way. So we need to be back to, what song does he sing? Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.